A new lawsuit looks to stop SPD from using tear gas, pepper spray, and other crowd control measures like flashbangs on protesters. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of Black Lives Matter Seattle-King County, as well as several protesters and journalists caught in the chaos when the tactics were used. The city put a 30-day ban on tear gas, but it was used again on Sunday after the police chief said officers were getting injured by rocks and projectiles. Durkin spokesperson says, quote, the mayor and Chief Bast are committed to a thorough and complete review and reports of SPD's response to the protests and have already implemented a series of changes.
As of tonight, more than 16,800 complaints linked mostly to 17 incidents have been filed about the police response to the protests. Tonight, there are calls for new scrutiny of the consent decree that puts the Seattle Police Department under federal oversight. Today, the Seattle Police Community or Community Police Commission filing a brief asking a federal court to order the city to demonstrate whether it's fallen out of compliance with court-ordered reforms. The CPC says there are deep concerns about the police response to the protests. New tonight, a woman is sharing her harrowing experience after she's seen on video getting hit with a flashbang at a protest on Capitol Hill. KOMO's Tammy Mutasa live tonight in Seattle, where she spoke with a woman who's recovering from her injuries tonight. Tammy?
Yeah, Preston, INDA just got home from the hospital today. You know, she's been protesting all week and volunteering, handing out food and water, and she says she is still shaken up after she got hit with that flashbang.
I got shot in the chest with one of the flash grenades.
When INDA relives the violence playing out in this video, the trauma comes right back.
I think I'm a lot more terrified right now.
You see her in the video standing on the front lines of a protest on Capitol Hill that escalated with police Sunday night. She says a flashbang explodes on her, hitting her chest. She collapses on the ground.
It's pretty traumatizing. The next day that I was out of the hospital, my friend would barely make a sound, and I felt like it was the flash grenades going off in my face.
You see protesters and volunteer medics who rush to help her. They carry her away for several blocks with a makeshift stretcher as more flashbangs explode around them. The 26-year-old says a friend finally got her to an emergency room. Today, she's still in a lot of pain.
I had a tube down my throat. I wasn't breathing. My pulse stopped a few times in the hospital.
INDA is denouncing the chaos that's erupted outside the East Precinct and says the police reaction has been excessive.
I really hope that this shows that police brutality is a thing and that we are peaceful protesters and we are trying to make things change.
She went back to Capitol Hill to thank the volunteers who came to her rescue, reflecting on what the doctor told her.
I was lucky enough to have those medics pumping my heart because he said that I could have died otherwise.
Now, I reached out to Seattle police, and police tell me if there is a use of force complaint, it will be reviewed and investigated. Back to you.